Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Saman here, your grammar teacher. Today, the topic that I have selected is about the communication. Our topic is the best way to speak English. I'm going to give you some of the tips that you can apply and that you can work on so that you can improve your English. So, what are the best ways to speak in English? The best thing that I want to tell you before starting this chapter, this lecture, I want to tell you that always use the direct simple English. Do not go for the comprehensive English or the big vocabulary words or very difficult vocabulary words. Always go for the very simple and direct speech, because definitely when you speak English, the other person, he is not going to like this when you are using heavy vocabulary words, or when you are using long and lengthy sentences. The other person is not going to appreciate this. The best thing to speak English is your English should be very direct and your vocabulary should be very simple. So this is the best thing. So now I am going to tell you the best ways that you have to focus on, through which you can improve your English. So these are some of the points that I have written down on the screen, and you have to work on these things to improve your speaking skills. Number first is improve your listening skills. Think and talk to yourself in English. This is number two. Number third is improve your grammar. Number four is improve your vocabulary. And number fifth is improve your confidence. So now one by one we are going to see in which area we have to focus on more and what are the things that we can do to improve our English. So number one is improve your listening skills. Listening is one of the very key factor. It is one of the very important thing, because if do you know that listening is directly proportional to speaking. The more you will listen, the more good speaker you will become. Just take an example of a baby. I always give the example of a small baby or the native speaker. You know that their babies, they don't learn grammar and they don't learn tenses. They don't go for the books. Definitely a baby cannot read all the books and learn all the grammar rules. How he improve English, how he learns English, he learns English through his parents, through listening. Whatever his parents are talking to him, he is going to copy the same thing. He is just going to listen to them and learn that how he has to speak. This improves their accent also. This also make their accent. So this is the best thing that you can do to improve your speaking skill. Just try to listen more. Always give just make a set a timetable that daily you have to give 2 to 3 hours to your listening. And if you will do intensive listening, then just after 6 or 7 months, you are going to see the improvement in your speaking skills, because listening is directly proportional to speaking. So how you can listen, these are some of the points that I have written down. First is that we should listen to English speech every day as much as possible. If then there are some available points by which we can improve our listening skills in English as below: communication in English, websites for listening to English, radio in English, English podcasts. So whatever material you find out in English, just try to listen to it. In our school, the problem is that in our school we don't focus on the listening skill. We focus on the reading skills and this reading skills and the comprehension skills, writing skills, but we don't focus on the listening skill, because when we read, definitely our reading skill is going to improve. When we write, our writing skill is going to improve. But what about the listening skill? What about the speaking skill? How we can improve our speaking skill? Reading and writing, it doesn't help you to speak English. The thing that's going to help you to speak in English is the listening skill. The more you will listen, the more you will become a good speaker. So whatever material you get from the internet, from your books, from anything, from your mobiles, now we are fortunate that we are living in this era that we don't have to move from one place to another place in order to search anything. Now we have internet. Just click on the internet, see what are the podcasts available, what are the good speeches. You can listen to the good speakers on YouTube or internet. you can have you have an excess of everything in your hand. Now the thing is that you have to make some time, make a timetable that you have to give 2 to 3 hours daily for your listening. So, this is the only thing that that's going to help you out in that's going to help you out to improve your English. So if you want to improve your speaking skills, you need to improve your listening skills. So just listen anything, whatever comes by your hand. You have you can watch the movies, English movies. You can see the dramas, English dramas. You can listen to the BBC News, the news channels that are in English. So always go for the listening, and always go for the listening stuff which is easily understandable by you. Like it should be 95% understood by you, because if you cannot understand, if you will go for the higher or the extensive listening in which the level is very high, then definitely it's not going to work out. So you're always select the material that you can understand. So by the time you are going to understand more, and you will improve your listening skills. So this is the key point I'm telling you, that if you want to improve your English, you need to focus on your listening skill. Listening is very important. Then the second point is think and talk to yourself in English. This is also one of the very, very important point, because thinking is, if you have seen my previous videos, I always say this, that just train your mind so that you can speak English in front of somebody. Because your thinking, if you will train your thinking, if you will think in English, then definitely you don't have to think in front of the other person. It will spontaneously come out from your mouth. So thinking is very important. And what when you have to think and what you have to think, the question is this. So whenever you are, wherever you are, either you are at your home or at your school or at your workplace, or you are in a park or you are in a restaurant, everywhere, you know that our mind is always working. So just whatever you are thinking, just try to focus on English. Just try to think in English. Just make yourself practice this thing, that whenever you are going to think anything, your personal problem, your family problem, your school problem, your any problem, just try to think in English. The more you will think in English, the more it means that the more you are training your mind, so that when the scenario will come where you have to speak in front of somebody, you don't have to think it again. It will spontaneously comes out from your mouth. So thinking is very crucial, and it is very important. So if you will train your mind in such a way, then you will not be hesitant in speaking English in front of anyone. So always think in English. And either you are cooking in a kitchen, or you are playing basketball or football, whatever you are doing, whatever the circumstances are, just make a pledge with yourself that you have to think in English. And that's how, if you want to really improve your English, if you want to be a good speaker, then you have to train yourself in such a way. You have to think in English all the time. Then definitely it is going to work 90% for yourself, that you will be able to speak English in front of everyone. This is the best way to speak, to improve your speaking skill. And then is the to talk to yourself in English. There are 4 ways to talk to yourself up. Listen to what you are saying to yourself, challenge your self talk. Is there evidence? Change your self talk. Make a list of positive things about yourself. Most of the people, they think they complain this, that there is no one with whom we can speak English. Definitely at home you cannot speak English with your parents, or maybe if you have siblings, then you can speak, but you can't have the conversation in English all the time. So the best way for you to talk to yourself, the best way to first is that you have to think in English. When you are talking to yourself, when you are thinking, then you should think in English. And second is to talk to yourself. How you can do that? The best example I can give you is your mobile phone. All of you are having mobile phone in your hand. So just make a small voice recorder, just make a small recording of yourself. Talk to yourself in English. Just take some points about yourself, or you want to say something to somebody, or you want to take any topic and speak on that topic. Just talk to yourself, and then listen to it by yourself. Just listen that when you are going to listen to your own talk, you are going to see that what are the mistakes that you are doing here and that you must avoid in future. So that's how you can talk to yourself, and that's how you can avoid your mistake in future. And just change the subject, and change the subject of your self talk. Talk to your positive qualities, what are the qualities in yourself and how you can polish them. Just take any topic that you want to, it's about yourself or from your environment or from anywhere. Just try to talk, make this habit of thinking and talking to yourself in English. Then that's going to help you out in your speaking skills. So next is, the first 2 points are very important, and the next number third point is improve your grammar. Grammar is, yes, very important, because if you will use wrong grammar, definitely it gives a very bad impression of yourself on the other person. So your grammar is very important. You should know the basic structure of a sentence. What is the basic structure? Subject, verb, object, and how you have to use it when you're using the question. Then in speaking, grammar is not that much important. You don't need to follow all the rules, but at least you should know that what are the things, what is the tense that you have to use, and what the grammar is important. But I don't focus more on grammar, because in speaking, grammar is not that important. The other factors are more important. But at least you should have the basic knowledge of grammar. You should know the basic things: nouns, verb, proverbs, adverbs, tenses. You should have the concept of these things. So grammar is very important. So you have to improve your grammar. And how you can improve your grammar? You can improve your grammar by solving the exercises. If you have a grammar book, you can purchase a grammar book and solve the exercises by yourself. If you don't know any the parts of speech, at least you should know all the parts of speech. Parts of speech are important. So you should solve the exercises by yourself from the internet, from the book, wherever you get the grammar book easily. You can purchase it and solve the exercises to improve your grammar. This is how you can improve your grammar. Okay, the next point is improve your vocabulary. Vocabulary is very important, but you cannot learn all vocabulary in one day. You cannot learn 100 words in one day. Definitely, everybody has a capacity. Your mind has a capacity also. You cannot learn a lot of words in one day. So the best way to improve your vocabulary is the reading. The more you will read, the more you will have good vocabulary. Like if you are reading any book and you come across any word that is very difficult for you, you don't know the meaning, you can check the meaning in the dictionary. It's okay if you forget the meaning after some time. It's okay, it's fine. But by the time when you will have the habit of reading, by the time it's going to improve your grammar. You will see the word that is used in the context. If you will not even check the meaning of the word, you will come to know about the meaning of that word just by reading the sentence or the paragraph, because the context itself gives you the meaning. So by reading the text, this is the best thing. By reading the text or by reading the books, you can improve your vocabulary. Because it's if I take the example of myself, I'm not good at learning vocabulary. I cannot learn more than 15 to 20 words at one time. So if you want to improve your vocabulary, just have the habit of reading. So after some time, your vocabulary will be improved. So this is how you can improve your vocabulary, and it's going to help you out in your speaking English. Okay, and the last point is improve your confidence. Confidence is very important, and you have to eliminate this can't from your life. You should focus on your good things. You should motivate yourself that yes, I can do it. There should not be negative thought in yourself about yourself. You should not think negative of yourself, that you can't do this, you are not confident, or you haven't done it, so you can't do it. So it's not like that. If you haven't done it, you can do it. You have to motivate yourself that yes, I am capable of doing this. If you are capable of thinking that yes, you have to improve this thing, you have to improve your speaking skill, you are coming to that level, then you should be confident that yes, I can do it. So you just eliminate this can't from your life, and you can do everything. It was very difficult to step on the moon, and you can do it. Okay, if we just think that we can't do it, we can't step on the moon, or we can't do that thing, then definitely you can't do that thing. So how you can build your confidence? You can build your confidence by eliminating the negative thoughts about yourself from your mind. Just tell your mind, tell your heart that yes, you have the capability, you have the potential, and you can do it. This is how you can improve your confidence. So these are very important things, important steps that I have told you. Even if you have, if I give you the example, if a person is having a good grammar command, if he is thinking in English, if he is improving his vocabulary, if he is doing all the stuff that is to make his speaking best, but if he doesn't have confidence, then definitely all the points will be wasted. There will be nothing left for him. So confidence is the most important thing that you should build in yourself, that you should be confident whatever you are speaking. Even you are making mistakes, then it's fine. Just keep on going, keep on going. By the time you are going to improve yourself, and yes, you can do it. That's how you can improve your confidence. So these are the points that I have told you, and you have to work on these points so that you can improve your speaking skills. Okay, and this is the quotation: the worst speech you will ever give will be the far better than the one you never give. If you remember my lecture, I told you that always play the game. The person who always play the game, he always learns something new, and he is much better than the person who does not do anything. So if you have the experience, or if you have given a worst speech of your life, believe me, that was not the worst speech of your life. That was the best day of your life, in which you have learned something. Because by making mistakes and by playing the game, you are going to rectify yourself. If you are not going to play the game, if you are not going to see what are the lacking in yourself, what are the things that are lacking in yourself, if you will not face the audience, then definitely you are not going to learn anything. Just by sitting and just by improving the grammar, improving the vocabulary, improving your all the things, if you do not come up, if you do not face the audience, if you not come forward, if you will not show your potential, then definitely all the things will be in waste. So you should so the worst page, it means that you have the confidence that you come up in front of somebody and you have said something. So even it was worse, but that was the best thing that you have ever done. You are much better than the person who have not done that. So this is the message of the day, and I hope you will improve, you will follow all these points that I have told you, and for the best way to speak in English, and just make them practice, and then definitely it's going to help you out in your speaking English. If you like my video, or if you learn anything new in my video, please do like my channel and do subscribe it. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.